everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders have had a great season and want to find a way to continue that by picking up win number 11 on the year. It's the Bengals going up against the Raiders.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Oakland Raiders. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the Red Rifle. From TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
The thing I like most about Derek Carr's game is not just the right arm and his touch and his ability to find receivers. I think it's his calmness, and I think that transmits itself very well to the rest of the team. They feed off of that, and they go out and play with confidence.
The carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. The play clock's running down. Off play action. Cook. Throw left side complete. It's Lynch. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
DeAndre Washington, his first carry. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The previous play was a nice run, so they came back with the draw. I think they were trying to fool the defense into thinking they would throw the ball and wanted to run it again. Unsuccessful, but this team is definitely showing they want to keep it on the ground.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Cook now to throw on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
First down, the run with Lynch. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. As we get a glance at these starters, Michael Crabtree is the man we highlighted, wide receiver.
Phenomenal hands, so strong. When the ball gets to him, it just dives right there, and then he's able to do things with it after he catches it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Set. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit.
Here's Cook looking to throw on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
Leopard. Leopard. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit.
Play clock winding down. On first, here's Washington. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Let's talk about Vontaze Burfict, the versatile linebacker. You can play him inside, you can play him outside. Undrafted coming out of college, and that still fuels him. Gives him that huge chip on his shoulder. And when he's right and plays at his best, one of the best linebackers in the league. Just has to know where the line is so he doesn't go past it and cost his team some penalties.
To the ground, this time Lynch. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing, Cook. Cooper's got it. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
No. Check, Patriot. No. Check, Patriot.
Handoff comes to Lynch. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And frankly, Brendan, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Cook to throw on second down. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 0-0 our score. And we're back to Oakland after this.
The NFL on E! is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Lucky 56. Now let's watch him now, Barney. Watch him now. No. Check, Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
On third down, they go Lynch. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. to kick is Janikowski. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And out now, here come the Bengals. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Second down, Dalton. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. Marshawn Lynch and the Raider offense heading back out there. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Cook off the bootleg. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Marshawn Lynch, and it's third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
To throw is Cook. Off the play fake. It finds Crabtree for the completion. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And they're a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
Looking to throw on second down. Cook. And this is incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Raiders on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Cook. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Back to the ground, Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Leopard, here we go now. Blue 90. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Here we go now. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On second down, Washington. And a short gain down to about the 33. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Raiders on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4.
Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Cook. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cook now, operating from the gun. And brought in by the tight end, Cook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here's Cook, looking to throw on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. And the grab by Croft. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Oakland ready to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And the wideout in motion. Cook on 1st and 10. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now Cook on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Following the penalty, Lynch. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw is Cook. To throw on second down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive, and he is knocked down from the side. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Mixon. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now Mixon. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Set. 3-19. No. Check. Leopard.
On 1st and 10. Cook. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Raiders are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Bengals just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. 3rd down from inside the 20. They run it here with Marshawn Lynch. And he capped off the long drive with the TD as they get out to a 7-0 lead. Raiders now on 3rd and 8. Crabtree's the target here, and he'll be tackled at their own 48-yard line. Unfortunately, they would have to settle for just a field goal. Bengals lined up at the 15. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Raiders defense comes away with the turnover. Now following the pick, under pressure here, and the ball is picked off. Jones is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Oakland for the start of the second half.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Third quarter starts with a run from Lynch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
All right, here we go. Let's go.
The play clock's running down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They run again on first down, Lynch. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Cook now, looking to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Cook stripped, the ball's out, and the Bengals grab it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
Here's hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down following the run. Now they run with Mixon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
And Frank's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They start the drive with Lynch. Running right through him. Oh, he sheds himself free. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch, 79 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Janikowski now for the point after. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Out to kick is Janikowski. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders defense getting ready. And a big reason they've got the lead here in the second half, they have been swarming to the football and laying some big hits.
Yes, this is not the woodwinds or the string section at all in the band, is it? Straight percussion, and you can feel the thumps all the way up here. Doing a great job putting themselves in the right spot to make those types of plays.
We got a chance to see some of those thumps. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll run here with Mixon. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now, the Bengals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Dalton here from the gun. And the Raiders have got him. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the third quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage in big plays, and your team's winning. The only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with the recipe of the ground game.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Cook throwing on first down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here.
Now let's go. Detroit.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Cook, off play action. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Janikowski on for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out to kick is Janikowski. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical, spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Trying to get it to LaFell, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Janikowski now for the point after. And the lead is now an even 30. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold them.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
It's second down. Dalton looking. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now in the East Bay. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. And the Bengals on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that's complete to Croft. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
There's nothing like getting out of the gate and finding your favorite target. Andy Dalton just did that with A.J. Green.
And some people call that a nice fantasy football connection as well.
Yeah, they're piling up the points that way. They want to see that continue.
Shift together here from the D-line. A first down throw coming for Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And Frank's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed and, more importantly, perhaps that first-round bye.
But they have to clinch it, don't they?
Yeah.
That's the key, right? So, in a sense, the playoffs have started. They've got to go ahead and get this thing. Done. Otherwise, it's a different road, and you really don't want to be at the mercy of other teams and their results.
Got some space here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now Mannion with his first toss since coming in. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
All right, here we go. Back there, Philly. Watch him now, Barney.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Olawale. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big-time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter down in Arizona. And it was the Rams emerging victorious. Todd Gurley, he was up over 100 yards rushing. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done,
and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by David Amerson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Janikowski on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Oakland, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to 1-12 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.